In the vast expanse of history, few tales resonate as powerfully as that of Esther, a young woman who dared to challenge the very fabric of fate itself. Born into humble beginnings, Esther's life was forever changed when she was raised by her cousin Mordecai, a man of unwavering faith and wisdom. Little did young Esther know that her journey would lead her from the dusty streets of Susa to the opulent halls of the Persian palace. In a twist of destiny, Esther's beauty and grace caught the eye of King Xerxes, who chose her to be his queen from among countless candidates. But the weight of the crown was heavy, and Esther found herself caught between two worlds, her Jewish heritage and her royal duties. As Esther adjusted to life in the palace, dark clouds gathered on the horizon. Haman, a high-ranking official consumed by pride and hatred, plotted in the shadows. Haman's venomous whispers poisoned the king's ear, leading to a decree that would spell doom for all Jews in the Persian Empire. When news of this dire plot reached Mordecai, he tore his clothes in anguish and sent an urgent message to Esther. His words, carried on the wings of desperation, reached the young queen. Who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this? For 3 days and nights she fasted and prayed, seeking guidance and courage from a higher power. As the third night gave way to dawn, Esther's resolve crystallized. She would act come what may. With trembling hands but a steel spine, Esther made her way to the king's throne room, her heartbeat a thunderous drum in her ears. Each step brought her closer to her destiny, a moment that would define not just her life, but the fate of her people. In that eternal moment, as the king's eyes fell upon her uninvited presence, Esther's faith was put to the ultimate test. But in a gesture that would change the course of history, King Xerxes extended his golden scepter towards Esther. Through her unwavering courage and steadfast faith, Esther not only saved her people, but also showed the world the power of standing up for what's right. Mordecai, who had raised Esther as his own, watched with pride as his niece's bravery brought salvation to their people, fulfilling a destiny greater than they could have imagined. Esther's legacy lives on, not just in the pages of history, but in the actions of every person who chooses to stand up for what is right. So as you reflect on Esther's brave choice, ask yourself, what is your purpose? What injustice will you confront? For perhaps, like Esther, you too have been placed where you are for such a time as this. The choice, as it was for Esther, is yours to make. Will you answer the call to courage? Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it.